move on to Bleach because Bleach earlier this year was rumored, first of all. Oh, interesting.
Does that come off backwards or forwards when you read it?
That's forwards for me. That's forwards for
Oh,
me.
I did
Yeah.
not do this on purpose, but when I saw that this is what I was wearing, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna keep wearing this."
Well, I wore the Naruto one.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it
Because
was just a
only
little bit of
someone who knows
subtlety.
that. That's awesome.
Well, since obviously you're a pretty big fan of Bleach, are you excited that Bleach is returning? That this has been announced? I know that the Japanese comes out first, and it's a little bit of time before the English dub starts being worked on. But are you excited to hear about Bleach's return?
What's exciting about it for me
Hmm.
is from a work standpoint, in terms of the phone call and driving and going to work, Bleach sort of just fizzled. It just disappeared one day from my perspective in terms of the phone calls coming. We got another Bleach. Can you do Bleach on Thursday? That kind of thing. And then it just sort of ended. And so it would be fun to revisit that as a way to live it anew since there wasn't a real sense of closure for the actors anyway when it ended because well that's just not how it works when you're here living it, you know what I mean? It's all about where and when, if that makes sense, and once it's over and no one says a word. That's just the way it is.
Because they are rewriting the ending of Bleach. The series didn't technically end when the anime ended. The manga continued for some years after that.
Yeah.
And so they have to rewrite that whole ending, which is going to be interesting. So maybe you'll get some more closure and it'll end naturally rather than
Yeah.
abruptly.
Well, and I have two chances because I could either get a job as Hitsugaya or Shuhei Isagi. So I got my statistics are better. I have a better chance of getting a job since I have two roles.
And I'm pretty sure they play a big part in the upcoming arc as well. Will you be returning if
That
obviously if you
has
don't know?
that's out in the ether. I have no immediate understanding of whatsoever. So chances are that will come as a surprise to me in an email, and it'll be a request for work, and that'll be as fantastic as it gets. And I'll say, oh, I guess I'm in this. That's sort of how it works. Like when you do an audition and you get a call for a costume fitting, and you say, I guess I booked the part before anybody tells you got the part because you have to go for a fitting. That kind of story.
Okay. If they did approach you and send you that email, are you replying to that email or are you putting it in junk?
No, I'll be replying because that's what I'm set up to do, especially now working from home. Even little particulars like the studio where this occurs is a mile and a half from my house. And so yeah, I'm available for all of my jobs. I'm spending a lot of time now directing, but that's because that's something I can do here from home during COVID. Uh, keeps me in the fray. I have the skills to be able to do that, and so it's easy to adjust your schedule to fit in jobs like Naruto or Bleach, which would only happen for 2, 3, or 4 hours at a time anyway.